Ice fishing for northern pike's really popular. Pike are a cool water fish. They remain active during the winter, relatively easy to catch. You get out in the Nebraska sandhills, places like the Valentine Refuge have been popular for pike fishing through the ice for years and years. We've got some length limits on some of those lakes, so when you catch some of those fish, you may have to release them. So there's some things to keep in mind, that you want those fish to be in good shape. You don't want them to be deeply hooked. Instead of using a one big hook and letting the fish run for several minutes before you set the hook, I like to use what's called quick strike rigging. That is just a way of rigging your baits so that you can set the hook immediately instead of letting the fish run until they swallow the bait. A quick strike rig then, instead of having just one big hook, well, then you have a couple of small hooks. And so then hooks are positioned in a couple of places on your bait, so when the fish picks that up, it's going to have a hook in its mouth and you don't have to let it run and swallow the bait. Now, normally I'd be using a 5, maybe even 8-inch smelt with this quick strike rig. But to give you an idea how it works, I just got a plastic bait here. You can see a steel leader, which you need for pike because they will cut the line. A couple of relatively small treble hooks. And then I'll hook one of the trebles through the back of the bait. And then run that other small treble in the nose of the bait someplace. And then whenever that pike picks up that bait, he'll have at least one of those hooks in his mouth, and you don't let the fish run then for a long time. The key is to set the bait, set the hook as soon as possible after you get a bite so that the fish is hooked near the front of the mouth, and then it'll be in the best possible condition. If you choose to release that fish, you can get it back in the water with a great chance of survival.